All right, the time is 4:40, so thank you for being here and being on time, and we'll get started right away to respect your time. All right, we have a Valentine's theme department Zoom meeting today. All right, so for receiving, we have done 270 purchase orders this year. 130 of those are open, meaning that they have some items that are missing still and have not been received on yet, whether they were delayed through um, the company or something else, but please keep up on those. And if you have gotten more items from your purchase order, please fill that out. We do have 26 teachers who have not done their receiving at all. So if that's you, please take care of that so that we don't get on punishment again for next year. All right, for Flex, we are almost done with Flex, and let's see, we did hear a little rumor that there will be less Flex due next year. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
But if you're doing Art of Ed or the asynchronous visual arts Flex, please make sure that is submitted by March 31st. Jamie is updating that Art of Ed about once a month. So if it has not been over a month since you've submitted it, don't email her asking her why it's not in there yet. But about once a month, she's putting those in. So if it's still not there after March 31st, let her know so it can get resubmitted and that can get worked out. You do need 18 content. So if you're using Art of Ed, those are anything but media techniques. We count teacher selected as media techniques. So anywhere where you're learning about how to create some type of art thing. And any course that you're taking outside of Fort Worth ISD or Art of Ed, you'll need to ask for credit through the PLI department or the professional learning. So you can get to it through this link or through the PLI department on the Fort Worth ISD website. All right, Big Art Day is coming up March 2nd. So if you haven't registered, you can do so from this link or the TAEA website. It does not have to be a huge event. It can be something small that you're doing that day. It doesn't actually even have to be on that day. So if you're having a campus art show or something you're doing with the kids after school or in class, but what are you doing to celebrate art education and create awareness for that? And please take photos. This is one of the things that we need to do to continue earning our District of Distinction Award. So please sign up. All right, junior base. And unfortunately, when we planned the calendar last year, the focus for junior base was in April. And so we did your district show in March as well. So you are going to have a busy month in March, and we will do our best to make sure this does not happen next year. So March will be busy, but then you are good to go for April and May. All right, so for junior base, you have until March 2nd to add or delete students. So this is just like place savers for students. So you can change the student names, but say you have 5 students that you think you're going to take to junior base. You just make sure that you have 5 spots already in there. You can change kids out if one of them backs out, but these are what we're paying for. So you want to have the right amount, the best of your ability to figure out. But that deadline is the 2nd. If you don't get that in by then you will not have kids that can enter base at all. You do need to submit that field trip request. And you can see the art handbook for how to do that. And then also all the forms are on the VPA Command Center. You only need 1 per school though. So if you have more than 1 art teacher at your school, you only need 1 person to do those forms. You have until the March 17th to edit your student entries. So that's get their names in there. You are not going to print the invoice. They're going to send you emails saying print your invoice. You're not going to do that. We can print like a whole district invoice. Also, do not pay for the entries yourself. We're going to pay for that. We have budgeted for up to 20 entries per teacher. So the art office will not pay for additional entries over that 20. All right, and then the students have information that they put in, and there's forms. All of that needs to be in there by the 24th of March. So this is all around like kind of before and after spring break. So please plan accordingly. And then your event is April 1st. So we're excited to be back in person for that. I think it's a really great experience for your students, but it'll take a little bit of work to get there. All right, your middle school district art exhibit. If you would like to use a table, please submit the table form by March 3rd. That's just letting us know if you want a table set up or not, so that we're not taking down tables like the day of the event. You're letting us know if you need a table. If you don't sign up for that, you will not have a table. March 8th is when you need to have in your slides. That will be your slides that are in the art show. So you should be taking those as you go. Hopefully you have quite a few ready to go already. But if you don't have your slides in by March 8th, then you're not going to be eligible to participate in the in-person part of the show. So after spring break is your setup days. You have March 21st and March 22nd, and then you're going to get that letter out on the 24th. The reception will be March 30th, and you'll dismantle right afterwards and take that art the day of the event. All right. All right, so what questions do you have? Anyone have any questions about junior base or?
I have a million questions, Tiffany, but I feel like I might just need to call you.
Okay. All right.
I'll shoot you an email.
All right, sounds good.
Because I feel like they're very first year teacher specific and not specific to the whole crew.
All right, if you just want to kind of hold on till the end, we can even talk.
Totally.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Israel,
I'll be in
you had a
that same
question?
boat. I'm in that same boat. I have a lot of questions because I don't know exactly
Okay.
what to kind of do, but
All
I'll
right.
wait till the end as well.
Okay, so those first year teachers, if you want to wait till the end.
We're fine, I swear.
Okay. Hey, Israel, you had a question? I think you're on mute still.
Thanks. I did have one question about the Imagine No Violence.
Yes.
Do we, I looked on the agenda for today and it said we submit only 3, which is our 3 winners.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And
yes, you only bring the art office 3 of them. So you're going to do judging on your campus. And it's up to your, each, school, how you guys want to determine that. I usually try to find some outside judges besides the art teachers, but we only put in the best ones. We didn't put in all of them. So if you don't think it's worthy to represent your school, don't put it in the, if you want to have like your principal or admin or someone do it, only give them like 10 to choose from if you have 10 good ones that you want to put out there, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Okay.
There's also paperwork that has to be filled out to turn in with those entries. So make sure you do that as well. I really think those forms have to be sent home and signed by a parent possibly. So make sure, I know Tiffany, it's in the art handbook because I looked at it today.
Okay.
So print those off and get them, once you do your judging, get those sent with your kiddos right away so they can get it signed and bring back. So you can turn all of that into the art office at the same time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I've told these students that there's the cash prize. Is there anything I need to do to make sure that happens, or?
Yeah, you make sure that you get them to the art office on time with all their forms. So there's an online portion.
Yes.
Okay. And then the 22nd, I believe, February 22nd is the deadline for that.
Right.
And I try to never say no violence to them. I either use like Safe City or or what's the other thing that we use? The One Safe Place. Yeah. But anytime you say like violence in it, then they draw things with violence in it. I don't. So
yeah.
So if we can avoid that, the no violence, I don't know why they're still using that, but I try to not to, just that doesn't become the theme for all the kids, because they sometimes get dark if we keep using that. So
Definitely. Okay, thank you so much.
Sure. But those forms, and you could even, if they're in the middle of working on them, send them all home with the form to have their parents sign so that they're ready to go for whoever gets selected. Because that's always the hardest part is getting parent signatures. So give
Right.
them extra credit, give them, tell them they all have to have it turned in by this date with the parent signature. And, but do what you can because they struggle with bringing things back.
And
Gotcha.
the cash prizes will come later. So what happens is all that gets turned in. And then Ashley will email us and let us know to go up and get an envelope for the 3 winners. And each envelope has a certificate in it and it has their little check in it or whatever for the amount that they won. But that turnaround is a while. It probably won't be till like April, May, till you
Okay.
get that.
I just know that students will be asking, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
Time to wait. Yeah.
So-
Gotcha.
It's not immediate, so it takes a
Mm-mm.
minute.
But they
Okay.
do even try to like mail them out if like the kids are missed. So they do their best to make sure everyone gets their money.
All right. No further questions. Thank you.
Okay.
I know the information you gave us is in this video is being recorded, but like the little PowerPoint that you just went through with all the, really important dates, is that something you can email out and share with us as well?
Yeah, I can show you where that is.
Is it in the folder?
Yeah, it's in your, so if you go to your shared drives, and can you see where I am?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so shared drives, your visual arts department. Department Zoom meetings. This year. I have the date. And then we also stick in here the recordings, all just on a Google sheet, so they're in there. So I do usually try to put them out on the next art beat, but if you miss it and you want to make sure you have the information right away, they're going to be in this folder as well.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions from our veterans?
I'm an elementary teacher. I'm sorry I crashed your party here. Can you tell me how many entries can we team? It was 10.
If you have, I'm sorry, you broke up, Shauna.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. How many entries? Is it 10?
It's 10 for elementary. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
That's
and you
all I
can-
need to know.
yeah, and you can go on there and I have specific slides for elementary on there as well.
Okay, I saw how to get in there. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay, y'all have a good evening. Sorry. Okay, bye-bye.
Let me have to unhide all the elementary ones though. All right, Emily, you ready to start your questions?
Totally.
Okay.
Hi. Sorry, I have lots of questions. First of all, could I stop by at some point and get a little math tutorial again? Is that possible? Because maths
Yes.
hate me, and so far I really don't like them. It's a whole negative experience. Are you at I Am Terrell?
We are at I Am Terrell.
Okay.
If you want to come before school or if you have a long break within your schedule, we're here usually at 8. And
Yeah. Okay.
they'll let us downstairs use their stuff.
Emily, do you
Okay,
need me to
cool.
come to your school? Do you have a mat cutter?
I have a mat cutter. Yes. I
Okay.
took
Alright.
the slicey part off for obvious reasons. And I don't know how to put it back on.
Okay, why don't you email me a time you want me to come?
Okay, cool. I'm getting
That's probably
observed by
easier.
ECAP for the first time tomorrow. So
Okay.
not tomorrow, but but after that, I'm free.
Okay,
I
send me
will
a time.
email you my planning period.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and then if you stick around, you can see the crazy 6th graders that I don't know what to do with anymore.
I'm avoiding that, Emily. Just kidding.
Honest to goodness, though, oh my goodness, it makes me want to see Jesus sometimes. Like for real, I don't know what to do. And then I feel like the crappy cheat. Okay, I'm off top.
Okay.
I have a cool
It-
lesson plan for you. Maybe that'll work.
Oh, sweet. Right now they're constructing with tape and it is a horrifying experience, but it is really fun to watch them get comfortable with imperfection. So, okay, my follow-up questions include, You know what? No, these are all stupid questions. I can find everything in the handbook, right? I just haven't looked at the handbook. I'm stressed, guys.
Breathe.
It'll be a busy month and a half, and then you pretty much have no deadlines till the end of the year in terms of stuff for us. So again, we apologize. We thought this was more April for junior base for you, but because they're doing all the verification online, they kind of moved everything up. So it overlapped our district art show days. And so that's what we were trying to avoid, but we'll do better next year with that since we know that they've moved deadlines up.
That's okay. My actual question, there we go. I found one that's at the top. I definitely screwed up. I had someone come and help me put my order away at the end of fall semester.
Okay.
Life of me find order slips. What is my next step?
If you've lost the order slips,
Yes.
okay, just go ahead and put in that you, like if you're missing anything, and then you are gonna have to upload something. So even if you upload a document that say, I apologize, I've lost my
I
slips.
totally screwed up. I'll do better next time.
Yeah, just so that we have some documentation and
Okay.
you can close that out. But we
Okay, cool.
usually don't need the slips, but we have to have them for just in case. We tried to not do it and Chris is like, no, we have to have them. So,
Okay. All right.
sorry.
Yeah, if I think of anything, yay, internal processing. If I think of anything else that I definitely have questions on, I'll shoot you an email
Okay.
today or tomorrow. But I think those are the main ones.
Okay, all right, Kristen,
Thanks,
what did you
guys.
have?
See you later.
Okay, so I went to go register for the event
Mm-hmm,
and I just got completely lost and confused, and I called Miss Phelps and well, wasn't able to get a hold of her. So I don't know what to do.
okay. Did you start with the teacher manual links on the TAEA website?
I did it through the email. It was the email that Wendy sent out. It says, hello procrastinators. And I went through that link and I clicked on it and it was like, create event. What's the name of the event? And do I just make the event for the big art day or?
Oh, are you just talking about Big Art Day?
I think so. Is that the one you were talking about, Wendy?
Yeah, that's what I just sent out for the Big Art Day.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so that one, you really can call it anything you want. So don't stress out about Big Art Day. It's really just, we're celebrating art. You can call it whatever you want. And you actually don't even have to do it on that date. But if you are overwhelmed, go ahead and skip that. That's not something that every teacher needs to do. And just focus on the district art show and maybe trying to get 1 or 2 kids to junior base.
And it
Okay.
can just be like you open up your classroom and you email all the teachers in the school and say, hey, if you want to come stop by in your conference period and see what the students are doing, this is what we're doing today. It can be something like that. Like you can tie it into your, don't make something special, but it can be like, come join our kids and make art with us or something.
Okay. The second one was the mats. I've emailed you, Wendy, and I don't know if you were able to take care of it because I don't
Yes,
have any.
We ordered some for you, so we're
Okay.
that they get in, and if not, we have some mats that we can cut.
Okay. That's all I have so far.
Okay.
I will call if I have any more issues.
Okay,
So that's it.
all right. Questions from other? All right, again, sorry we added so much in March. You'll like us in April, but and we'll do better next year. But thank you for being here and staying on late in the day. But we appreciate you.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.